Okay, well, we're on. Yes. Doc South here, and yep, still got one more day off. And I'm not sure what the heck I'm doing today. I think my brother and I are going to go for a hike out in the woods. I think that's what we're doing. Sandy's up at the Slatington Antique Center tending to her booth. She keeps that very well stocked, and thank heaven I think she's making a pretty good buck with her antique business. Me, I have DJ work to do on occasion, and uh, sweating it out at the Acme. And then, well, of course, when I can get some DJ work, that's great. That's my favorite thing to do. Though I can't say as I can kick too bad about the supermarket. I don't know, but I think it's kind of good for a fella my age. You want to check with your doctor and all, make sure it's all okay. And I did, as I got older in this business. But the doctor checked me out. He says, "Well, you're not overweight. You look pretty healthy. You're a little flaky, yes, but for the most part, you're in good shape. Go knock yourself out. Do your work at the supermarket." He says, you know when you're not feeling right. So for some reason you feel kind of woozy from all that lifting and lugging and pushing and shoving. He says, well, then you back off a bit, right? But he says as long as you feel good, sleep well, eat well, and work okay, he says do it. What the heck? And so I do. It's but gosh, I'm getting up there. Woo! Tell you, I think. I don't even. I'm not even that sure just how old I am anymore. You get right down to it. Let me let me get out the calculator. It's such a calculation. What is this? This is 2025. Okay, and I was born in 1946. Oh my God. Oh Lord, oh my gosh, sometime in June I'll be 79. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh my gosh, get me the walking cane. Oh Lord, have mercy. But I feel fine. I honestly, I know, I think I've mentioned this before, but honestly, I think I have the supermarket to thank. And Sandy. Sandy, keeps me busy, feeds me right. She kind of keeps me away from all the high cholesterol type foods and such. And she's kind of an exercise nut. And although I don't really have to do calisthenics, you put in 4 or 5 hours worth of work loading shelves and moving stuff at any supermarket, and you've done your exercise for the day. Trust me. Pushing carts, oh my God! I'll bet someday I've got to get a pedometer and put that on when I'm doing the carts. I know it's got to be miles and miles of pushing, and it's not just walking; it's pushing the darn carts all over the place. So, all in all, physically, I feel pretty darn good. I mean, in fact, I would say it sounds funny when you're as old as I am, darn near, you know, in the high 70s. I I I really feel I feel better than I did, say, when I was 30. It's just go figure, and happy to do that. I don't know. I just try to eat right and as best I can. I, I don't do booze or drugs. I try to. Sandy kind of keeps an eye on my diet. I start eating a whole lot of fatty stuff. She kind of gives me the evil eye, and so okay, I guess I won't eat all the potato chips in this bag. Kind of, yeah. Look back at her. Roll up the top of the bag and put a clothespin on it, stick it on the top of the fridge, and come back another day. But it's Yeah, all in all, I gotta say, I don't, uh, I really don't feel bad physically. Mentally, I wish I was a little brighter. As I think, but people tell me this too. They said as you get older, this stuff happens. It's not necessarily, and doctors have told me this. It's not necessarily Alzheimer's. It's just brain fog, and it's a difference. And you might come down with Alzheimer's all in due time, but for the moment, it's what you got is more just foggy headed, which I guess is not necessarily the end of the world. I've always been a little flaky. Just seem to be a little more of it lately. I don't know. Go figure. I mean, I can see to do these videos and talk and holler and yell like that, so I guess doing okay. Just whew. And no. Last time I had any close call with the Grim Reaper was an auto wreck back in long time ago. Wow, gosh, back when I was in college. Jeez. So other than that, I gotta say, life's been pretty good to me. I can't kick. And good kids, nice wife, good family members. I mean, really good family members. Gosh, I don't know. You can. I think I could honestly say I might be happier than a millionaire might be. Get right down to it. You too? I hope so. Best thing to do is just do the best you can. And where you can make things better, well, you try your best to do so. And there's some things maybe you can't make better, well, you just got to live with them. That's all. And hang in there best you can. Other than that, man, I don't know much else. I know my brother's coming over soon. We're supposed to be going for a hike somewhere. It's my day off, and well, I guess that's what we'll be doing. Should be fun. Not sure where the heck we're going yet, but Ed said he knows a trail that's pretty cool. So I guess we'll be doing that. I'm anxious to hear too. Eddie and his wife went to the casino last night. I think out near Allentown, and should be interesting. Should be interesting to hear how he did. I hope he did all right. It's fun to go. But you know something? One thing I've noticed, I went with my daughter Sunshine to a casino up near Mystic, Connecticut. Oh, gee, this was a while back now, a few months ago, maybe more than a few months ago. And I noticed the machines are really high strung now. They hit you with, whereas an old slot machine basically had three rows, and you basically could maybe play all three rows, or you could play just one if you want. Excuse me. But now the slot machines took their time. They'd roll almost. You could almost sense a drum. You could almost throw in a drum beat. And finally comes the it shows you whatever the reading was. Did you win? Did you lose? Heaven knows. But now they've got the machines go. You hit the button. In fact, you don't even pull on anything anymore, I don't think. You hit a button, bang, and it's up. And bang, and it's up. In other words, they're very, the spinning and all is very high speed. And I notice they're putting in, there's so many possibilities to win. Different angles, different rows. It's just amazing, but it goes so fast, and it gets to a point where you're going so darn fast it stops. It ceases to be enjoyable. It's just going too fast. Jing bong, jing bong, jing bong. You see people just. In other words, a $10 bill is going to last you about. Whereas it used to gee, on a nickel machine, a $10 bill might last you a half an hour or longer. Now, oh my God, you should another 10, please. Another 10. It goes so stinking fast. Next thing you know, you're scratching your head. Oy. And it's amazing. I maybe that's how people want it nowadays. They want the action to go faster, but I don't know. When you're losing money, it's nice to go slow and just hope that sooner or later you get something that puts you a little bit ahead. And then if you're smart, you walk away. But no, I've not always been that smart myself. But yeah, but honestly, if you're ahead, probably a good idea to say, "Ooh, I quit." But no, people keep just going, figuring it's going to get better, and it don't always. Well, it's a casino. That's what they do. It is. It's still kind of fun to go. The whole atmosphere is. It's like you're walked into this giant pinball machine. It is kind of cool. I know my father always said he didn't care much for slot machines, and boy, no one loved gambling more than him. What he liked was the dice table. He said you can take your time on the dice table, if you're, and you can really make some money if you watch yourself. And quite often he did. Yeah, he was pretty good at that. And you never saw anyone like the horse races more than he did. Oh my God, he'd be on the finish line screaming for his horse. And quite often, he'd spend a lot of time ahead of the event, just deciding what horses were the best ones to bet on. And he actually quite often came home old money bags there from the racetrack. But then I don't know. He kind of when the casinos all started hitting, he seemed to like going to them more. But then again, the dice table was his field of honor, shall we say? Yeah, he was a good old guy. Did love he did love to gamble. But he always gambled with money he could afford to lose. That's the one big thing with him, and not always with lots of other people. But he always kept like a jar, and that was his gambling money. And if it went dry, well then he'd wait a while and fill it a bit, and then go and get them again. Generally, I know he was always getting comps. Sir, would you like a room? Would you like a meal? That kind of thing. Anything to get him down there. And yeah, he was quite the guy. And he used to tell I guess the crap games he'd get into when he was a pilot in the Marines, and he said they could get pretty intense, and you were I guess in deep doo doo if you got caught. But yeah, well, then again, he never got caught. Anyway, okay, that's my old man. Anyway, I'll see you later, friends. God bless, and yeah, watch yourself at the casino. That's for sure. Take your time. Take your time. Don't get in a hurry. It's yeah. If best to just keep it slow. And when you're ahead, go home. Always fun to do that. I'll see you later. God bless.